This is the story of how I bought a Scamazon GPU on eBay accidentally and how it ended in very silly shenanigans of almost catching my house on fire. So, without further ado, let us begin this review. Ooh, that rhymed. Without further ado, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Get ready to raid.
Gaming GPU, I wouldn't call that, I would call it piece of technology, was purchased from a seller that seems to specialize in model vehicles. And looking up a normal GTX 960, you won't even find this listed until you find around the middle of search results, and you'll see a listing from Scamazon.com, and clicking on the link then presents to us that this GPU is a 5-star rated product, which is just amazing news. So I'm so excited to find out that this GPU is going to be the best upgrade from this GT 1030 I could ever get. And thanks to the immense images of immense power displayed, we get to see the quality reviews left by very pleased users that purchased this, ranging from 2019 up until 2022, actually. Now, luckily, thanks to this Spanish review, we do get to find out that this GTX 960 is actually a flashed GTS 450. Now, to put in perspective of how much performance this GTS 450 graphics card has, I looked this up, and it's around 2010 middle range graphics card with about a gigabyte of video memory, and well, it's only 150% worse than my passively cooled GT 1030, which is a great sign of how much performance this graphics card had. And unfortunately, I would love to demonstrate the performance, but as you'll see later on, that did not go so well. Now it's time to stick this beautiful piece of technology into our test bench, running Windows Vista in the dual core, which is probably not going to end well in performance.
Again, I changed the output to VI. I'm gonna turn it on now.
Pretty much that's all it did. Spun the fans for like 1 second, then the entire system would turn right off, and no display, nothing. And well, that was a very odd issue.
So I got a different power supply. This one is 350 watts. Same should work with this. Now, if I press the power button, this should turn on. Same issue. There is a lot of that smell.
As you just witnessed with me, you just saw the GPU fry itself, which I find kind of funny that it just fried itself because of only 350 watts, which is pretty low when I compare it to the power supply I have in my main system, 600 watts. I could only suspect how much damage that would cause with double the wattage. On my shorts that I did about this 8 months ago, said it was probably my fault, that I did something wrong, the power supply was messed up, but 2 of them that work, I have used the other one in my other system for years, and it still works now to this day. When I put it back in there for the Windows Vista machine, it still works. So definitely not that. Definitely something wrong with the GPU, as we discussed earlier. We don't even know how it freaking started to fire. I don't know what cable it did it. I don't know if it was something inside of it that was damaged and why it was on eBay, but very not good. By the way, this is the damage that my poor phone received. I'm not using this. It was a Motorola G Stylus, I believe. I upgraded to an S10. Now, researching this company shows us not really much. I did find another listing on a different website that I've never heard of, in German, of course. It's the same Scamazon product, but on a different website, with also no reviews. I think nobody actually fell victim to this product, and this product was just listed on a bunch of websites. And I even found another 1-star review, 6 ratings actually, telling us that this was also a scam. So multiple people got scammed by this on different websites, which is just wonderful to see. And with all the research I did, the only company close which has an O on the end is a van shelf building company in Germany, which doesn't specialize anything with electronics, which is just a wonderful thing. So this company never existed and suckered a lot of people, including the seller and me. And this is not the only one. I found another one on eBay for lots more money. They were asking 150 before, now it's 120. That you can get one, you can spend as much as I did. This one says parts only, so I can only assume something bad did happen to this GPU.